All right, so we're going to look a little bit at dividing some fraction stuff. And specifically, we're going to be looking here at dividing fractions by whole numbers. Now, so you might already know the method to divide fractions, where you keep sort of the first number the same, you change to multiplication, and then you find the reciprocal. And this isn't so much about that. This is more about creating a model to show what it really means to divide a fraction by a whole number. So let's say, for example, we had the problem 2/3 divided by 3. Okay, so what that means, you have 2/3 of something and you're dividing it into 3 parts. So if we were to sort of make a model of that, we could start by simply just drawing, a little box here. And if we had this, we could split this into thirds. We're just drawing 2/3. So I have drawn the thirds, and then we're going to fill in 2 of those to indicate that we're talking about 2/3. So this model shows us 2/3, but we need to divide it into 3 parts. And to divide it into 3 parts, our easiest way is probably to look at this and think that, well, we could split this into sort of 3 sections. If I cut across here and cut across here, that would give me sort of like 3 slices. So going the other direction, I'm going to draw these lines to indicate our sections we're cutting it into. So we're cutting it into 3. So that gives us 1, 2, 3 sections now, if you look at it, okay? So we've taken this 2/3 and we've cut it into sort of 3 slices. Now, inside each of those slices is an amount, which is what 2/3 divided by 3 equals. So right here, if we look at this, okay, we can see that we have 1, 2 out of now, not thirds, but these are 2/9 because this is a 3 by 3. So 2/3 is going to give us, we're going to get 2/9 there. We're going to get another 2/9 there, and we're going to get another 2/9 there. And so what that shows us is that if we split 2/3 into 3 pieces, you would get 2/9. And if we added 2/9 plus 2/9 plus 2/9, that would give us 6/9, or 2/3 again. Okay, so this is showing us here that 2/3 divided by 3 would equal 2/9. And all we did was we drew the fraction of 2/3, and then going the other direction, we drew 3 lines to indicate that we're dividing by 3, and then we looked at the value under each of those lines. Let me show you one more quick example of this. Let's say for the second problem, we had 1/5, and you had to divide that into 4. Okay, so I want to first draw the fraction 1/5. So I'm just going to draw this over like this, and split this into 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got fifths, and then we're going to show what 1/5 looks like. So 1/5 would look like this. But specifically this time now we're looking at dividing it into 4. So I'm going to have to draw 4 lines. I'm kind of slicing 4 layers into the, or I'm going to draw 3 lines because I want to slice 4 layers. So I draw 1, 2, 3, okay? And you can see that has given us now our 4 layers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then in each of those is going to be 1/5 divided by 4. So 1/5 divided by 4 gives us 1 out of, and now we have to look, our new fraction, we're no longer dealing with fifths. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like a 5 by 4, or there's 20 squares if you wanted to count all of them. So this right here is 1/20. This right here is another 20th. And so on. Oops. So we're seeing if we divide 1/5 into 4, each of those 4 pieces is equal to 1/20. If we added those together, that would give us 4/20, or 1/5, so that takes us back to where we're along. So if we had 1/5 divided by 4, that would equal 1/20. And this is just a quick way to sort of show what dividing fractions by whole numbers really means. It means you take that fraction, and then you're splitting it up into that many pieces, and then looking at what is the value of each of those pieces.